Hi guys, I'm back again with another r/ProRevenge, and this one is titled Made an A-hole redo an entire school year. Let's get right into it. During the final trimester of my last year in high school, we had to do a group project that needed to be finished by the end of the trimester and was evaluated and graded in front of a jury of teachers instead of an exam. I was paired with the biggest D-bag in class. Imagine a really entitled, arrogant a-hole. Every time we were supposed to work on the project, he would have some excuse to not show up and demand I would work on it alone to make sure the project stayed on track. In the beginning, I tried to complain and talk to the teacher, but she would just say, "Make it work. It's your project." After a while, I stopped planning work meetings altogether. He would call me to ask how the project was going, and I would say something like, "Yeah, it's going well. I think it's almost finished." Or, "I'll send you the presentation to prepare for the jury." Little did he know I had a trump card in my hand. The project counted for 40% of the final grade. Me, doing well in the class, already got about 55 of the other 60%. So even if I got a 0 on the project, I would still pass the class. The a-hole had less, a lot less. After it became clear he was just going to use my work to pass the class and the teacher didn't care, I decided to throw out all work for the project and keep the a-hole in the dark. The last bit went a lot easier than I expected, as he was happy with me telling him that everything was on track. In the last week before the jury presentation, things became harder. The a-hole wanted me to send the presentation, so he knew which part he had to present. I managed to stall a few days with excuses, but 2 days before the jury presentation, I finally sent him an email with the PowerPoint, which was actually an MP3 file with a changed file extension. The next day, I switched off my phone. In the evening, I called him back with the excuse my phone had issues, and he was panicking that there was something wrong with the PowerPoint. I told him not to worry. I will check it out tonight and have a working PowerPoint for tomorrow. I would come to the school at 8 a.m. so he could practice his part of the presentation before the jury appointment at 9 a.m. The next morning, I arrived at school a little before 9 a.m. Having switched off my phone again, when he saw me, he approached me with a mix of panic and anger. But before I could explain anything, we were called into the room with the jury for our presentation. I just told the a-hole to not worry and let me do the talking. We greeted the jury and I started the introduction. The original idea of today was for us to present our project XYZ. But since I already have enough points to pass the class and Mr. A-hole over here couldn't be bothered to put in any effort, I decided to skip it and instead have a nice day off today. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for your attention. I just walked out on 4 confused teachers and one a-hole with a mouth opened so wide it looked like he was trying to eat a club sandwich vertically. Naturally, there was some backslash in the days after that. Teacher called for an explanation, but in the end recognized I was a good student and I indeed already passed the class without the project. A-hole was angry that he had to study over the summer for a re-exam. All in all, I was happy to have graduated and looked forward to going to college the next year. After the summer, I heard from friends that a-hole failed his re-exam and that, combined with other bad grades, caused him to have to redo his last year. Karma is a B. Edit. I see some comments about the teacher, so I think I'm misrepresenting her here. I didn't have the feeling she was a bad teacher. I think she just wanted to give us the chance to work out this problem ourselves. Experience is the best teacher after all. I'm also assuming she thought we worked something out after I stopped complaining when I had my plan. Edit 2. To resolve confusion about the grading system, this was in Belgium in my 6th and last year of middle bar, where you're typically 17 to 18 years old. The school works with subjects. I misused the word class for subject, like math, economics, English, etc. In this case, the subject was mechanics. Each subject needs to be passed with 50% or more for you to pass your year. If you get a 45 to 50% on a lesser project but passed all others with good grades, the teacher could allow you to pass the year anyway. The percentages were divided differently for each subject. Mechanics had 60% on tests throughout the year and 40% on the project. Maths probably had 50% on tests during the year and 50% on the exams. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.